And I have my Javier Banos. I'm your host, and I have with me one of the premier sons of Cora Gables, the wonderful Nicolas Cabrera, who's here to talk about Illuminate Cora Gables, an event that will be happening soon in Cora Gables. The folks will know, Nicholas is not only Ralph Cabrera, former Commissioner Ralph Cabrera's son, but also he's a recent graduate of Flagler College. He's a realtor in Cora Gables with the Slesnick Group, and I will hope to hear about Illuminate Cora Gables. Tell us about it.
Well, Javier, thank you for having me today. As you introduced me, I'm Nicolas Cabrera. Like you said, I'm a realtor with Slesnick and Jokum. Recent graduate of Flagler College with a bachelor's in political science and a minor in communications.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you. And I have been recruited as the volunteer coordinator for Illuminate Coral Gables, South Florida's first light and technology public art exhibit.
Can you explain a little more what it entails, when it's going to happen?
Well, Illuminate Coral Gables starts on February 12th, and it'll run through March 15th.
Okay.
It's going to run 5 nights a week, Wednesday through Sunday from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m.
Okay.
And it's going to have about 13 different exhibits. And like I said, it's all going to be light and technology based. And I am working closely with the entire board and our chief curator, Lance Fung, and all of his curatorial staff to organize the volunteer program.
But explain a little more. Is it art exhibits, or is it exhibits of light? How is it, and where are they going to be, so that folks understand what it entails?
So I like to think of Illuminate Coral Gables as a harmony between culture, diversity, and history in Coral Gables. And it's more than just a light festival. It's really an interactive and engaging exhibition that's going to feature unique exhibits that are kind of once in a lifetime experiences, something that's never been seen before.
That's great.
And it's going to have, like I said, 13 exhibits. And sorry, this is new to me, so I'm just getting familiar with it. And it's going to be consistent. So yes, that's what it is.
Okay, no, but so you understand. So let's say that I want to participate in the event. So I go down Giralda, and I understand in Giralda there's going to be a few exhibits there.
Right.
And it's something that is just going to be in the middle of Giralda, and something that I can see. It's an art exhibit that is illuminated a particular way, or is it something that they're going to cover Giralda? What is the general notion of it, and how can folks participate?
Right. So let's talk about 2 of the art projects. The first one I'll talk about is Kiki Smith's Blue Night, and it is going to be 40. I have the notes here. It's going to be 42 animal constellations hung above Giralda, similar to Umbrella Sky a few years ago.
Okay.
And there's going to be different ways to experience that. There's going to be a coloring book that children can actually get to interact with it. And then the other exhibit is going to be Sai Guo Chang's Fireflies, which were inaugurated in 2017 for the 100-year anniversary of the Benjamin Franklin Boulevard in Philadelphia. And they're a series of pedicabs decorated with Chinese lanterns that are entirely lit up and can be driven up and down the streets of downtown Coral Gables. We're going to have 9 of them. There are 27, but just to be safe during COVID, we wanted to go with a really good amount, which could keep us, closer together and allow us to experience it in a safe environment. And we're going to have, like I said, nine pedicabs driving throughout downtown Coral Gables each evening, and it's going to be a moving art exhibit. And
that's wonderful. There's going to be so much debate lately and so much concern about saving the downtown and bringing business back to the downtown. I understand that this was something that was promoted by the commission, and it's a public-private partnership that is undertaken. And I love that this is a way of bringing attention to Coral Gables and to bringing attention to the restaurants and the businesses in Coral Gables that need the extra foot traffic as much as they do. And I think this is a wonderful idea. Now, Can you explain when you say that they're constellations of lights on Geralda? It's going to be, in other words, is a canopy? Like I'm thinking, like in Las Vegas, is this huge canopy over Geralda that will have different constellations of stars, and they're all going to be lit up? Is that the concept?
That's pretty much the concept. Yes.
Okay. And where else, other than Geralda and the night, where else are they going to be? Because you said it was 29.
There's 13 exhibits.
13 exhibits.
Three of the other exhibits are going to be at the Coral Gables Museum.
Okay.
Like I said, it's going to be a light projection on the facade of the side of the building.
Okay.
Sort of where the faces are of the firefighters and all of the children and animals that are on the side.
What is the light going to be? It's going to be Raul and
it's still in the works, and you're going to have to come out to see it. I don't want to reveal too much because I kind of want it to be a little bit of a surprise.
Right.
But that's going to be one of the exhibits. The other two are going to be on City Hall and also on the side of Actors Playhouse.
Okay, so there's going to be one on City Hall proper, and then on the Actors Playhouse
yes.
is going to be another one.
Yes,
that's excellent. Question. So if folks are going to go out to eat in Coral Gables in that evening, it's going to be, you say, from what time to what time are they going to enjoy this?
So the exhibit is from 6 to 10 p.m. Wednesday through Sunday nights. Mm-hmm. And it's also, you can see it during the day. It's intended to also be visible during the day. Mm-hmm. But in the evening, it's going to transform the space with light in a way that's just never been seen before.
And it's something like it's going to be specific. You said something about a coloring book. Is there going to be an event that is specific for children, or is it just is something for just families to enjoy?
Both. There's different ways for this exhibit to be experienced, and the coloring books is one example. Taking pictures with stationary fireflies is another way that they can really...
Stationary fireflies?
Yes.
How does that work?
So instead of having them being driven, we're going to actually have them parked in different areas around downtown Coral Gables, probably along Geralda, so people can come up to it and take pictures with it. Of course, we're maintaining all COVID safety guidelines.
Sorry, when you're talking about a firefly, you're talking about a physical firefly?
No, the pedicab. The pedicab. The pedicab is called fireflies.
I'm
yes.
sorry. I'm thinking.
It's okay.
So each one of the cabs, it's going to be shaped or going to have they're going to be called a firefly.
Yeah. So each pedicab is called a firefly. It's the fireflies because it's a series of them, and each one is different. No single one is exactly alike. And I'm excited because I actually haven't gotten to see them in person yet. They're going to be delivered in the next 2 weeks. And I'm really excited because I'm ready to hop on one and drive it around downtown Coral Gables a little bit myself.
It will be a welcome surprise to see life. I don't want to say life back into downtown, because if you folks are there in the weekends, it's pretty lively event. I think
Absolutely.
The restaurants have tried and done a great deal with social distancing and other items to be safe during the pandemic. But I think it's high time to add the extra oomph that the businesses downtown need in order to bring the attention back to Coral Gables. And I think this is going to be, I couldn't stop seeing people take pictures with the umbrellas.
Right.
So this will probably be a combination of something like that, in which you can go out at night. You're going to have this canopy of light sort of bring this shower of lights all over the city in the different 13 different locations.
Right.
And then you're going to have folks be able to actually enjoy, sit down and have dinner or have a few drinks under this beautiful light display. Are each of them going to be different? And what is the conceptual notion of each one of the artists? Like, what are they trying to do? Is a particular theme to the whole thing? Because you said about Chinese caps or Chinese or Japanese caps, I think you said, like the hanging lanterns.
Right.
Is that like an overarching theme, or each one of them is going to be
the
different?
Overarching theme is to really bring international, national, and local artists together in South Florida to really engage with our diversity, our culture, and our history. And so each exhibit is going to be different. Each is unique to that artist. Like I said, Kiki Smith is doing the constellations. Saiguo Chang is doing fireflies. And then some of the other art projects are going to utilize the history of those buildings. And the artist is going to put their own take into their personal past, their culture, and really put that out into the world through these light projections.
All right. So in other words, you're going to use the history of the city hall, and they're going to try to embrace that cultural flavor to it through their own interpretation of what it should be. That sounds like a wonderful perspective,
right.
And I really look forward to that event. Other than this Festival of Lights, because you mentioned the museum, is it something that is sponsored by the museum?
Right. So this is actually a Coral Gables Community Foundation project in partnership with the Coral Gables Museum, the BID, the Chamber of Commerce, and the City of Coral Gables. Yeah, this is the first time that all 5 have come together to do something this large.
Wow. Okay. Because I knew it was a private public enterprise. I wasn't sure how many participants they had. So the Business Improvement District has its arm on this. Can you speak a little more about how the museum, its artists this is going to be a display that's going to be inside the museum, and then it's going to go out in the public, or is it just, or is this something that the museum is sponsoring as part of a broader art display?
Pretty much exactly that. It's more of a public art exhibit, so you're going to be out and about. Like I said, we're trying to be safe with COVID, and so we're maintaining all safety guidelines. So we're trying to keep all the exhibits outdoors. There are going to be some indoor exhibits, like the fireflies, when we're not using them in the evenings. We're trying to find a way for you to walk by where they're going to be parked and stored, so that you can actually see them as well during the day. Okay,
because each of them is going to be individually adorned with lights and things like that. So it will be something like what they used to do with those slugs that were around, the pink ones, and
or the flamingos from many years back.
Or the flamingo from years back, or then the lanterns, the Italian Venetian lanterns that were all around the city. So those are beautiful. This is one of the things that I love about what we can do in small cities, because I think sometimes permanent art exhibits are not loved by everyone. The big flower being I think the predominant example here in the Gables, on the Circle. You don't have to give me any feedback on that one, but sometimes this temporary art displays, so some of the street landscape that has been painted, and some others, I think sort of bring a vibrant flavor to the city. They not only educate us, but also allow us to experience art in maybe on a regular basis, without necessarily to be a permanent display. And it's a way to enjoy art in many different ways, especially here that we don't have snow, so we can enjoy light during the week. Do they have anything else planned? In other words, you said it was going to run from February, what was it?
February 12th to March 15th.
15th. Is it something that is going to be extended, or is it just going to be until that
period of time? Kiki Smith's Blue Night will actually be out till May 2nd. So there will be some components of the event that will be visible past March 15th. But this is the inaugural event. This is the first year. We're going to do this annually.
Oh, okay. So it's something that's going to repeat itself every single year.
This will repeat again in 2022 with more artists, with most of the same artists, hopefully with fireflies again. But like I said, this is the inaugural event. We're going to do this annually with the same partners.
So we're going to have Art Basel at Coral Gables.
It'll be Illuminate Coral Gables.
Right. It will be our opportunity to literally shine.
Yes, absolutely.
In the city. And so it's a recurring event. Is it going to be the same participants, or is it going to be the same artists, or are they going to try to change it every single year?
Yeah, well, mostly it will be, hopefully it'll be the same artists. That's still in the works for 2022. I think ideally we will have more artists, especially if we can get through COVID a little bit here and be able to walk around safely. We'll be able to expand the project like we've been working on doing.
Great. Well, Nicolas, I thank you.
I got a little more to talk to you about.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I want to talk to you about the volunteers.
Oh, tell me about the volunteers.
Yeah. So as a volunteer coordinator, we are actually looking to really engage visitors in a different way. So you can come out, you can see the art projects, you can take pictures, but if you really wanted to be a part of it, if you really wanted to be one of the petty crab drivers, there are opportunities for that.
Oh, I didn't know that. Yes. So how can that work out?
So we've created 2 interactive and engaging ambassador roles, as I like to call them. First one is the Illuminate ambassador, and this is going to be an on-foot guide. So we are looking for about 20 Illuminate ambassadors every evening, and they will be stationed at one of the 13 exhibits with our Illuminate t-shirts. We're working on a really nice design.
So we get to get these little carts and drive everywhere with it?
Well, that's the second role. So I'm going to tell you about that one next. But the Illuminate ambassador will be stationed at one of the exhibits, will know the ins and out of that artist, the light projection and the cultural significance of that exhibit. And they'll offer guidance and information to visitors. The second role we have is the Fireflies ambassador, and they are going to be the ones that will be driving the pedicabs up and down Miracle Mile and our side streets, and they'll actually be the drivers of the exhibit. That project will not function without that Fireflies ambassador.
Oh, so you're coordinating that.
I am coordinating all 30 to 35 volunteers each evening.
I'm sorry, I thought you were just giving me more. So I appreciate you clarifying that part, because I think that's very important. So, in other words, so there'll be someone to actually, I don't want to say explain, but to sort of give a little more context to each one of the exhibits as they go along.
Right.
And it's particularly the one with the cabs. That one, somebody will be able to experience the driving part of it and be the one sort of. So you'll get to get a history of the whole event, and maybe even Coral Gables as been driving around. That's like a great idea.
You'll be the actual part of the exhibit itself.
So I can volunteer to do that.
I was going to ask you if you'd be interested in being a celebrity driver.
I'll be happy to. I'm not sure if I qualify as a celebrity.
Well, you do.
I'm a low end. I don't think I'm quite there. But I'll be happy to participate. It'll be a great event, and we can go ahead and promote a great event in Coral Gables.
Right. And you had mentioned earlier about the way that we're going to bring restaurants. For the volunteer component, I've actually got some great in-kind sponsors. Okay. So we're going to be providing refreshments to our volunteers, two of which are Market Kitchen, located on the corner of Mallorca and Ponce de Leon Boulevard.
Excellent.
They've just recently opened in May.
We're going to go to Market Kitchen.
Market Kitchen. It's a great restaurant. I've become great friends with Brian, the owner of the business. They've got a great boutique wine selection, all locally sourced foods. And it's great, a great atmosphere. They also serve stone crabs. So if you're looking for your stone crab fix, they've got
believe me, I've enjoyed the stone crabs.
I have too. New Year's Eve.
This is my favorite season. I love them. My favorite season of the entire year.
That's a partnership that Brian has established with a business called the Holy Crab.
Okay.
And Holy Crab is also
it's called the Holy Crab.
The Holy Crab, and they actually do stone crab deliveries.
Okay, excellent.
And if you're looking for a great happy hour special, for example, Market Kitchen serves their stone crabs at the last hour of the day with half-priced drinks.
So excellent. So
the other restaurant is.
Believe me, if I'm having the half-price drinks, I'm not driving the cabs.
No.
Just to clarify that part.
Yeah. Well, we want to be safe.
I want to promote the place.
Absolutely. That's all. That's that happy hour specials all the time. Okay. The other restaurant is Pinch Me Gastro Bar, located on Palermo. This is a great family friend of ours, Ruth. She's got a great, beautiful backyard space, so it's great for maintaining social distancing while dining. Okay. And she's got a great wine selection as well, quite diverse. Both of these restaurants, I would really like to think, are Coral Gables classics. We really are we're trying to work with small businesses. We want to promote Coral Gables in this event, in South Florida as a whole.
Let's promote Coral Gables.
Yeah, absolutely. So the other, another thing that we're doing is we're reaching out to organizations and clubs, because we want to really bring visibility to anybody that wants to come out and help us out. So one example is the Lambda Chi Alpha chapter at the University of Miami has volunteered as a whole. So the entire fraternity will come out for 3 evenings. All hopefully we're going to allow them. We want them to wear their shirts, and we're promoting them on our social media. So excellent. You can actually go to.
Are they going to be the drivers too? I mean,
yeah. So we're going to have a lot of wary
parents.
Yeah, we're going to have
if the college
boys
are going to be doing the driving. But okay,
I trust them. I trust them. They're a great group of boys, and I'm looking forward to getting to work with them. Their chapter president Drew Goheen and I have connected recently, and he's been a great help in trying to get more Greek life chapters involved from the University of Miami. I'm in talks hopefully with the Tri Deltas to come out and help us as well. And any organization that wants to come out as a whole to volunteer for the evening, we'll promote them. We've put Lambda Chi Alpha on our Instagram. We've done the same for Pinch Me and for Market Kitchen. Bike Walk Coral Gables, which I serve on as the vice chair. It's a nonprofit located based out of Coral Gables. Yeah, many people know it from the past. We used to do Gables Bike Day. Bike Walk Coral Gables is going to probably be coming out to help us as well. We'll probably get to wear our t-shirts there.
It sounds like a whole community affair.
That's what we're trying to do. We really want the community to be involved, engaged, and to interact with our visitors, with our sponsors, with the artists, with the curatorial staff, with the board, everybody. We want this to be all-inclusive, diverse.
No, I mean, as folks, I know not everyone is vaccinated, and I know there's huge efforts in the state to and nationally to vaccinate as many people as possible. But I think as folks become more vaccinated, and maybe there's a little bit of breathing room to have more of a social event. I think this is a wonderful first step to embrace the possible newfound freedom that we may enjoy in the next few months, and then do it in a way that keeps everybody else who hasn't had the opportunity to be vaccinated yet safe. So I commend you. I think it's a wonderful event. I think it's a great opportunity to showcase not only Coral Gables, but the businesses therein, and illuminate and showcase art. I think it's such a essential place where, relatively to the rest of the country, we're a fairly new city. And I think a strong art perspective, it's essential for Coral Gables and for South Florida in general. I don't want to cut you off like I was doing before. So anything else you want to bring up?
Yeah, I was just going to say that if anybody is interested in volunteering, I am their single point of contact. Like I like to say, I'm their Spock.
Okay.
I can't take credit for that one. That my father gave me that line. But if you're interested in volunteering, you can go ahead to our website. You can either email me directly.
So what's that website?
It's going to be illuminatecoralgables.org, or you can email us for volunteer programming at fireflies@illuminatecoralgables.org.
Okay.
Or you can give me a call or send me a text. My cell phone number is 305-343-7272.
There you have it.
Reach out. I want to talk to people. I really want to get more organizations involved. I really want to fill our volunteer slots so that it is as robust as this event can be and engaging.
That is superb.
Yeah.
Okay.
And just to kind of mention, with COVID out there, we are maintaining all safety guidelines. We do require all of our volunteers to wear a mask. We're asking them to kind of advise visitors to maintain social distancing, to wear their masks as well. We will have sanitation. Doctors Hospital is going to be one of our sponsors. They're providing personal protection equipment. And we'll be cleaning all of the fireflies at the end of the evening and making sure that everything is safe and comfortable for those wanting to come out and visit and volunteer.
That's essential and very important in these very trying times.
Absolutely.
I think everyone, say yin and yang between making sure we all can survive this and be alive, and especially protect our loved ones, but also trying to, having the social contact and the required life that human beings need in order for us to be a healthy and well-rounded folks. Right. So not only that, and then also showcasing our great city and the activities therein. So I think it's a wonderful event. I think it's a great thing you guys are putting it together. I applaud the city commission and all the members who have all the partners who have put together the event. And I want to wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to thank. I do want to say I'm really grateful to have been able to be involved in this event and been given this opportunity. Vinnie Torrey and Patrick O'Connell, our co-founders, they brought me on board back in July, and I've been working with Fun Collaboratives and the entire board since then, and I've just had a wonderful time, and I'm super excited to finally see the event in person and to see all of our work culminate in such a unique experience.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Nicolas. Thank you very much for being here in Community News. And thanks to everybody who gave us their time today to learn about Illuminate Coral Gables, learn about the wonderful activity that we're going to have in Coral Gables in the next couple of weeks. And I welcome everyone to participate and invite the same folks to be volunteers with Nicolas, ambassadors. So that we can enjoy those wonderful cabs and truly take in the beauty of our downtown. Thank you very much, everyone, and I appreciate it. And thank you, Nicolas, for being here.
Absolutely.